Just un poco.
This in like 30 minutes is about to be so funny. Watch it. Wait till it hit their system. It's about to be so fun. I love being the one not drunk and then seeing them like you see it escalate.
We just literally had that situation like 2
That
weeks.
literally
Like
is
2
the kind
days
of
ago.
like that's the only time being sober is fun when you know two dudes about to get like just a good time when they drunk.
I don't do nothing.
I don't get drunk.
I don't get drunk.
I'm Spanish. I don't get drunk. Salud, pop.
Black power.
I can't lead us the PP podcast.
Right.
Wakanda forever.
Beautiful. So this kind of y'all segment
got
now.
me.
That's good that y'all took a drink.
Word.
So as producers, I came up with this topic. As producers, you kind of get a whole different side. You got somebody coming in, and kind of in terms of just how it works in an environment like that. Usually, the artist is the one that brings the vibe.
Right.
You kind of just, I won't say play your role, but you know you got a job to do more than the artist.
Right.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about your experience with Studio Etiquette, any like funny moment you had, or kind of do's and don'ts if you want to give, the public, future artists or artists right now, kind of that kind of guide for it, if you kind of know what I'm saying, whichever one you want to start first.
You want to go forward?
I think you should go first.
The main thing I want to start off with, if you're going into a studio and the producer's going to work and he's really going to take the time and make your shit sound fire, don't be the person to go up to him and tell him what to do. Don't be that person to be like, oh, this should be here, this should be there, this should be this should be that. The producer is going to do everything in his power to make sure that quality or that sound that you're looking for, to make sure that anything in that beat is going to sound, they're going to make sure it's going to sound perfect. So don't go in there demanding things, because they're trying their hardest, and it's hard for us to sit here and do what we have to do when you are becoming such a distraction. So that's one thing. Don't become a distraction to a producer. Second of all, some funny ass moments. How do I have it? Like, I've had a lot of moments inside like the studio where like some fuck motherfucker come in there and like destroy my vibe. Like it's just like, don't come in there stinking. Please don't come into the fucking studio smelling like shit. That throws off everybody's mood, my guy. Take a shower if you have to. If you need it, I'm about to say, you ever heard J.I.? The dude from New York, you ever heard of J.I.?
Nah,
this motherfucker made a genius like not too long ago, where he basically said he was talking about shorty smelling like fish.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. The young dude that's blown up. Yeah.
Bro,
Exactly
if you need a shower, I have a shower. But don't
Producers
come
got
to the
showers.
studio smelling like shit, my dude. That's just not the wave. Don't do that. Please wash. Please make sure your breath smells good. We work our asses off for you to be in our face with a stink ass breath, bro. Now, B, would you like to say something?
Is it my turn?
Yeah, go ahead. Any moments or like do's and don'ts you got?
I would say the biggest thing as far as do's and don'ts. Me and Will have our, we have our differences in how we run our studios as far as running things. Personally, for me, if somebody's gonna come sit with me, you need to handle all your outside business. It's like work. Handle all your outside business outside.
That's a good one.
Like, step out my studio and handle all that shit outside. If you mad at your girl, handle it. If your mom hates you, handle it. You homeless, handle it. Figure that shit out before you walk in the studio. Figure that shit out. Yeah. Because when you come in the studio and we sitting together working on beats, our vibes have to match.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching the joint with Currency. Currency was talking about what was it? The drink.
Oh, Drink Champs.
The Drink Champs one.
Yeah. When you
Currency
send us
was
that,
saying like the reason he fucks with certain producers is because you guys have to meet at this specific point, and when you guys meet, it's like you're there. If I'm sad, he's sad. Our music is coming out.
Oh yeah,
sad.
I do remember that. I do remember that. You're right.
If he's happy, I'm happy. He's coming out happy. If we're high, we're high. The music's coming out high.
You just want that mutual.
It's gotta
The vibe. You have to be able to vibe. And if our
Mm-hmm.
vibe is off because you are mad at your mom because she ain't pay your car note, because you gave her money and you need to pay your car note, your shit is fucked up. Take that shit outside. Right. Don't come back. Reschedule. Don't waste 3 hours of time.
Reschedule.
I just realized we just did a bunch of don'ts. The dudes.
Yeah, that's what I said. If y'all got any dudes.
The dude?
Like
You guys
anything
do?
that in terms of
Like
y'all
something-
specifically, like y'all love, not even love, but makes things easier for you.
Come prepared. Like if you're gonna come into the studio, make sure you're coming in prepared. Make sure your raps are on fire. And like if you have a booster and it's getting high or it's getting drunk, make sure that you do that before you come in here.
Right.
Like
Good point. Yeah.
make sure it is a booster and not a downside, because if you're coming in high and you can't remember your lines, it's only going to fuck up your time. Remember that we're only there for a time period. Whatever time you pay for is how much time you're going to get. There's no extra, there's no less, so don't go in there acting like, if you can't get high and rap, don't do it. Don't go to the studio high and then not be able to rap. Because you're only just wasting your time at that point. And to me, I don't.
Same thing as far as like the opposite. Throwing up and shit.
Yeah, like don't throw up. Yeah, if you can't, if you're getting drunk, even with edibles, bro. Some people get high off of edibles and start throwing up. If you can't take what you're ingesting, then don't do it before you go in. That's the one thing. You can't sit there and forget what you're doing.
And it's like on the artist side, the biggest thing, we wasting our money if we not prepared. Like that's the biggest caveat. That's the thing I learned you gotta try to get as much as you can. And in a fair way, you don't want to rush it, but you want to try to get as much efficiency as you can, because you wasting both of y'all times and you losing your money. The producer, most of the time, it's his crib or it's his place, so he's just gonna stay there. You gonna get in and out, like you gonna waste your money and go back home and be like, "What the fuck? I just drove." Lost my money and I just drove back home.
I lost gas money. I lost studio money. I lost I didn't even make a song today.
I made a hook and told him I'll be back.
So wait. So I would say, as far as like my dudes, I would say like, damn, your phone is popping. I would say my dudes,
report this day.
is the biggest dude for me is if you coming with somebody, let me know.
Yeah, that's
Once again, because mine's always goes to vibe. If you've heard my beats, If y'all listen to my beats, I'm a vibe guy. And if you bring in your friend that doesn't know how to stay still, let me know. If you bring in your friend
in the corner and shit, like
if you bring in your friend that's gonna be in like, if we try and take an Instagram vid and he gonna pull out a semi out his back pocket or some shit, let me know. Don't bring this nigga on some random shit and then he pulls out a 45
and then hype him up.
And now I'm on Instagram with some random nigga with a 45, and now I'm like, yo, I'm about to get jammed up, nigga. How do you know I don't got a job?
That's actually funny, yo, because I could picture that. Like I could really picture that shit. Yeah, that's what
happens.
I can picture
happens,
that shit,
bro.
Yo.
It's not
Bro,
like...
he lifted up his shit and had a Mac 10, and I was like, okay, so that can't go on my Instagram. He was like, why not, blood? Why you saying that? And I was like, oh no, he's trying to kill people. I can't.
He's hard body, bro.
I was like, you can't. You got to give me a warning.
Yeah.
Because that's like one of those warnings I need. It's like okay, I know what I'm prepared for.
Yeah,
you can't just bring whoever you want. I had somebody bring their mom one time.
Shout out to moms. Moms coming clutch again on the episode 2. Shout out to moms.
I forgot to tell you
Hi,
about that.
Mom.
I forgot to tell you about that.
Love you, Mom.
The mom walked upstairs. He's been in my shit. The mom walked up the stairs. She came to my house and walked up the stairs.
Just fucking, right?
Yeah, that's a real mom, though. That's some mom shit.
Wow.
That's some mom shit.
She's dead.
Started cooking and shit.
And she looking at me and she's like, oh, it's your room. And I was like, yeah, it's my room. And she was like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, so now I'm working on music with him. Like, she about to go back to the fucking car. No. In my head, go to the car.
What would you do if he put his moms on ad-libs?
Go to the car.
That would have been.
Yo, that would have been tight though. That would have been. Yo, I'm about to start that shit.
She was in
Yo, delete that shit. Yo, my mom about to be like, Cocina, Cocina, Empanada. She got to be like, Empanada. Yo, that's hard, yo. Hey, yo, mom. I'm about to shut the whole podcast downstairs. I'd be like, yo, we gotta get this shit before I forget. Yo.
No, bro, no. We need.
I don't think it's too much a producer side because y'all really respect each other. I think the producer game is a little bit more respect. than the artist game. I might be wrong, but the artists really try to get at each other when.
hell
You don't think so?
Bro, when was the last time?
Wait, whoa,
when was the
whoa,
last
whoa.
time you ever seen a producer get shout out on some regular shit? Like, bro, I just seen the other day Meek shout out the baby and the baby song. No, not the baby, Lil Baby on his Instagram.
On the bigger
Mind
side, I'll
you,
get what
the Lil Baby just dropped that new Woe song. That whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
he was
it's called.
dancing to
Yeah,
it.
he was
Yeah,
dancing
yeah,
to it here in the
yeah.
Woes. But where the fuck is the producer name at?
I put it like this. I saw somebody talking about some shit. I think it was DJ Payne one, and he was saying, he was giving out facts. He said, listen, if a producer scammed you, nigga, say them niggas scammed you, and call it out and move on with your day. That's it. I've been scammed probably about. You been scammed?
Bro,
I got like.
That's a good topic
No,
too.
I-
That's
Bro,
funny
I
to
get
into
scammed.
that shit.
I get scammed
Yo,
at
fuck
least
the
3 times a
scammers, yo.
week, bro. Every day I'm getting scammed, bro.
I've been
This shit is
scammed-
nothing new.
I've been scammed probably somewhere around. I'm at like 7 or 8 times.
Yeah. Since
Like,
I started
with-
getting a
with
little bit
producers.
higher, I'm around that too. Like since I'm
And
so
people will
far
be
to
like,
come.
"Yeah, like nah, like." And somebody and DJ Payne one, and I think I forgot who it was. He said, "Yo, check their credits and see what they have." The problem is what if they actually have credits?
Yeah.
And you've heard of them, you know who they are, but they're still scamming you.
Yeah.
Like they're literally asking you for.
Yo,
like,
that's a good ass point because that's what fucks people up. You can easily search it. Somebody can have one little credit, and then you get excited as fuck. That's happened to me. A producer's hit me up, like a big producer who tried to scam me, and I look at his credits. He do got like 1 or 2 credits on like a couple mixtapes from like dudes in New York and shit like that, like Jay Critch and shit like that. And he was like, "Yo, send me money." I'm like, "Fuck, this dope." I just looked on Google. His name's on Google under a couple songs. And then after a while, something clicked in my head. I don't know what clicked in my head, but that shit saved me money because he said he had a project coming out. Shit ain't been out. It's been like 4 months.
I mean, like I said, some of the niggas just you scam your ass or bro. Like
Bro.
I definitely got caught slipping. I mean, I think personally for me the best. I don't know. Personally for me, the best person I've ever worked with was 808 Ray.
Shout out 808 Ray. I don't specifically know him, but
Ray is a beast.
I know
Shout
y'all
out to 808 Ray.
Shout out.
He just dropped that joint with the Aguanila. That joint with Fat
Oh,
Joe.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Cool
yeah,
and
yeah.
Dre.
That was
Oh,
him,
yeah.
bro.
Yes.
That's Cool and Dre and
Yes.
808 Ray.
And he signed with DJ Khaled label.
And
Right?
how you know him?
Yeah.
Just from here or
Bro, no, and he threw like a collab thing up like two years ago and some change, and he said like, you shoot me 50 for a collab, boop boop boop, I'll collab with you.
Oh wow, that's
I
dope.
shot him 50 for a collab, and he was like, "Oh, I fuck with your sound," and collab with me twice.
Oh shit.
And he was like, "I do it twice with you," and I had to pay him for the other joint, but bruh, like the tracks that we made
We're fired.
were absolutely disgusting,
Jive, all them shits was
bro. Them shits was fire.
them shits is tough.
And the thing that I respected the most out of him was that he got back to me. He responded back to me in a timely manner.
And how you talking about him? He's a pretty big dude, so that's probably even harder for him,
Yeah.
to try to get back to people. Probably got
He
a bunch of
wasn't
people.
even there at that point.
Oh wow. Oh, he wasn't. Oh, you called him early.
You called him
Hey.